It's where you want to be. The upcoming segment discuss content that is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners, and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
It's 23 minutes after 10 o'clock. Welcome to Ask a Man. We've got Somizi, the Naked DJ, and we've got you. But also, most importantly, we've got Anonymous on the line. Good morning, Anonymous. Hi, Anonymous.
Okay. Anonymous isn't there yet.
Okay.
Did Somizi finish his story yesterday? Well, this is what we come here for. This hour is the hour of Indaba. Not only Indaba, but Indaba Zabantu.
Can I tell you what happened to me 3 months ago?
What? Uh-oh.
Wait, is an ambulance here?
No,
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
3 months ago, shoot Rabi.
Rabi is our digital producer, by the way. Yes.
3 months ago, so I had a fling.
yeah.
You know I'm single, ne? So
Correct.
I've got the right.
Yes.
So I had a fling, fling.
Is this you being thrown around?
No,
Oh.
yeah, that. So I had a fling, and then I didn't know, which this person had a person. And then the kanti bashatile.
Yes, Somizi.
Yes, and then the person found out. Their person found out. So she saw a text. I was sending a text. We are banda today, and then she saw the text. Luckily, in Temina, it's cold.
Yes, nothing more.
It's cold. Ebo? The wife said, "What's this about?
Hey, Bana.
What angaz?"
This is hectic.
So my phone ringer. Oh yeah, but in salon, but he never calls me. We text. Why is he calling? I ignore.
Of his number, of his phone.
Yes.
Okay.
I ignore. Then he texts us, it's urgent. Call back. Urgent. I knew which content nugayo. Sharp. Then.
Uh-oh.
And then he sends a text with a different number. Good. Yay. Gushibil. She saw your text and dun. So now I'm going to text you a phone to say, I don't like what you're doing. Stop it. My wife is and then when are you gonna respond and apologize? I'm a daughter, easy.
Guys, what do we do in the event that Anonymous calls and then Anonymous happens to be somebody's wife?
That's what
and
I'm
they
scared
sing
of.
Somizi. Like then what do we do, Somizi? Like
What if Anonymous is actually the
wife.
guy's wife?
yeah, what if the wife calls and says,
And,
I'm calling because my husband is singing Somizi?
Even-
What do we do?
Even now, when I'm telling the story,
Yeah.
I'm hoping she's not listening, but they're not our target market. They're very reserved. Ask them any about
Okay. Speaking of.
We've got Anonymous. Anonymous, good morning. Okay, my mic still has a problem.
Anonymous? Oh, okay. So, dude, hey, what's good? Good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning, Askaman team.
Is this
How are
is this
you?
Somizi's fling or is this somebody else?
No, it's somebody else.
Okay.
Let me read the house rules quickly. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Do you agree, Anonymous?
Yes, I agree, but I can hear you from far.
From far. That's
Yeah.
okay. Let's go, Anonymous. Let's hear your story.
Let's go,
Hello?
Anonymous. Let's go.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Anonymous. Tell us your story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. In 2018, I broke up with the mother of my two kids, and then then they had to go back to their province. I can mention, it's Limpopo. Right, and then later, when they left, we had a car together. I would say together, but it actually belonged to me. and then they used it to move other stuff. And then I was like, you know what, I can always come and collect it later.
Yeah.
Then 2-3 years went by. Then later on, eventually, like I moved on, and she did on her side. Then later on, she got married traditionally. Right. Okay. So the reason I didn't go back to fetch the car, it was because I was like, you know what, the kids will use it to go to school, because I did not want them to use the public transport.
Okay.
Yeah, of which she was driving them to school and coming back because she was unemployed by that time. Then fast forward, she got a job in Limpopo, but I think it's about 300 to 400 k's from where she was staying. But now and then the situation, okay, after I moved on, I met someone I stayed with for some time, and then we broke up. But what contributed to the breakup was that she actually, since she knew that I had a car, that stayed in Limpopo with my baby mama. And then she was like, you know what, why don't you go and fetch the car, because we need it. And I was like, no, I don't really need it, because I have one now, and then it's for the kids for now.
Yeah.
Sharp. And then she complained because she also has 2 kids. Then I told her, you know what, this is what's going to happen. If I go there and fetch the car, it means when are you going to, like, in the morning fetch your kids, take them to school, go and fetch them later, and then my own kids will be trekking to school, regardless of the weather, rains, windy, and everything. So I don't want that to happen. Otherwise, let's work hard together, get our own car, and give it to the kids.
Anonymous, can I stop you right there? I'm going to go to the news headlines. We're going to come back and continue, okay? Thank you very much, Anonymous. Yes, Khopedi Dilankwe coming through with the 10:30 news. It's 31 minutes after 10 o'clock. Anonymous on the line. Anonymous broke up with the mother of his 2 children back in 2018. And as a result, she moved away with their 2 kids to her home province. They both found other partners. She even got married to somebody else. Now, the mother of her children moved away, or his children moved away with his car, and he let it go because the car would assist her in transporting the children, etc. This became a tense conversation or topic in his new relationship because that partner just felt like Anonymous should fetch the car as it belongs to him and that they also need it, etc. Anonymous, we're on the same page, correct?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I think we should allow you to continue.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Then, fast forward the partner after my previous relationship, the one who claims I should go and get the car. We eventually broke up. Sharp. And then later on, that was I think 3 years ago. Then I got the impression that, okay, remember, I will have to say this so that you can understand the weight of the issue that I'm dealing with. I maintain the car, all right? And then I'm actually a e-hailing driver. And then for the best of the kids, I had to buy another car and gave it to the driver who checks the money to the mother, all of it, like no cent coming to me. And so at the same time, I maintain and fix the car. I provide a service of the car. Sharp. And then later on, the mother got the job. The mother of the 2 kids got the job somewhere in Limpopo. And then the kids were left behind. But now my challenge is the partner, her husband actually. It's using the car like full time, like it belongs to him. And the kids are traveling in a public transport because he has to go to work and come back late. So there is no way he can actually accommodate the kids. And then now I've been trying to talk to the mother. You know what? I think it's becoming unfair for me now because I feel like I gave the car to your husband, and as much as I do the services and everything, I do it for him, and it feels unfair to me. And then she has been calling me toxic, wara wara, coward, and all that, of which I'm not happy with it. And then otherwise, I didn't even include any family members from both sides because I thought I would just deal with it by my own. So this is the challenge. I need to know that am I being unfair to claim the car back, since according to me it doesn't serve the most of the purpose? That's my question.
But I mean, it doesn't mean the kids never use the car, bro. Just because they use, might be using public transport to go to school. What happens if they get picked up and dropped off on weekends at the mall or extramural activities or whatever? And you don't want to be a monitoring spirit. Just let that car, you should have let that car go. The moment they left with it and you said, it's a car for my kids, leave it at that. It shouldn't even be now you are monitoring everything to do with the car. I just feel like you shouldn't be servicing the car. I mean, she has a whole new husband that should be doing that because he uses the car. So why are you maintaining the car?
Like from the start, I was doing for the good of the kids. And then now the worst part is that they are not staying with the kids. The kids are staying with their grandparents on the other side.
If you want your car back, get your car back. It's legally yours, right?
Yeah.
And when tickets, fines and stuff like that, they come to you, right?
Yeah.
And then do you have to pay them?
So far, I haven't received any ticket.
Okay, at least she has a good, safe driving husband. But I
mean,
I
haven't. Yeah.
My brother, if you want that car, go get the car, because now I'm sure you've been losing. Other women have dumped you because you don't want to fetch the car, and then so fetch the car if you want to fetch the car. But Mina, I would say, leave it, let it go. Just work, do what you need to do. Change of ownership. At least make sure it's under your ex's name.
I still feel like I'm actually providing for the husband because I do everything to maintain the car.
Well, you shouldn't.
He has the car 24 hours.
He works. Why doesn't he service the car with? I mean, he's servicing her, and the least he can do is service the car. Like, he has your ex, he has your car, your ex car, but he can service the ex, do anything, whether it's financial towards the ex, but imoto yona, because when you are the fool, you must do it.
Yeah, and even if he did service the car, I still feel like he's not supposed to lay his hands on it, because I mean he must buy his own car, and then if it's no longer working for the kids, then I might just get it back.
Oh Lord!
Anonymous.
Puti, Anoni, and Nonza.
Hi, Master.
How?
You?
Bayazana, love.
Siyazana.
Yeah,
Hi,
Master of
bait.
the bait.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What did he say?
We finish his other sentences.
What did he say?
Master of the bait.
Oh, master.
Yes, I was going to hi master at high bait. So I'm his master because he's bait. Anonymous, let's get a room.
Did you say okay?
Yes. All right, Anonymous. There's two things here. It's straight to the point. Go get your car if you don't want to complain. You can't have your car there and have rules with the car that is under somebody else's property, because also it can backfire for you. Let's say you say this guy must never touch your car, ne? right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The mother of your children is not around in the house. Your child
Okay.
collapses or needs medical attention, and the only person in the house is the father, the partner of your wife, right? Of your ex.
Yeah. Yes.
What must happen? Mhm.
It's a tough one.
It's not a tough one, it's an easy one. Let the guy use the car if it's going to be there, because he does not use it for stupid reasons. He's not like gallivanting in taverns and stuff like that. He uses the car for what the car is there for. To go buy groceries, to take the kids to whatever, school, whatever. When I think...
No, the car is no longer taking the kids to the school.
Yes, I know the kids are not there, but there
Yeah.
are times when they are there. There are times when they are there. The car is used for whatever the reason the car must be used for. So, there's two things. You can't have it both ways. Either you take the car for your peace of mind, or you leave the car and the car must be used for what the car is supposed to be used for. And because if you're now making rules, it comes across as if you're not over your ex, number one, or you're jealous that your ex is happy. I mean, if I was a partner, I was going to have a problem with why are you always complaining about your exes, what your ex does. It means that you are not over. Are you over her?
Yeah, I am. Completely.
All right. So,
Yeah.
if you're over her and everything is fine, let the car do whatever it needs to be done to. And then if not, take the car. Okay, what's stopping you from taking the car?
Like I somehow felt guilty that I'm actually doing something bad, maybe out of jealousy. I
You
don't
see?
know, but it's not like that.
Yes.
But I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing the right thing,
Okay.
and hence I called. Yeah.
Okay. To be honest, as fun, I would say, do they have another car, or is that the only car?
No, I have another one.
No, Shobona, Abo X.
They don't.
Are there e-hailing services in the area where your kids are from? Because what I would say is, you can grow your business a little bit. Make sure you get a driver that lives in that area that'll transport people in that area, but he will be at the beck and call of your kids. So whenever the kids need to be dropped off at school, whatever, those are the trips that he will do. And when your kids are not at school, the driver will be, conducting business with the car, if that makes any sense.
It does, but unfortunately, is that I don't know anyone that side. Like, no one at all.
No, it doesn't have to be anyone that side. It can be someone that lives in Joburg. You put them in a bachelor apartment, someone that'll work for you.
Bachelor apartment running an e-hailing.
You gotta remember, it's not like it's a bachelor apartment in Bryanston. It's which part of Limpopo are they from?
It's in Venda.
Yo.
Yeah.
Anonymous.
That's much.
Honestly, okay, here's what I think you should do, and don't feel bad about it. I think you should go take your car and carry on with your responsibilities as a father. Be there. Do you see your kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just carry on, because you gotta be going back and forth. 1 minute, because Amamuzako are fine, 1 minute you will feel like you want your car back. The next minute you're gonna the car must stay. Just take your car and don't fight. Just have a conversation with, you know what, I'm uncomfortable with A, B, C, and D. Can I please have the car back? I need it to use it for e-hailing, for instance, because we need money, right? And then, so that there's no back and forth of emotions and stuff like that. Just take your car, and if by taking it you're not doing anything bad, if the kids were there and you had an opportunity to live without this car, I would say you should feel bad, because they are going to need it at some point. But if they're not there, I take your car back, but.
Just one last.
I heard you.
One last question. So, if she's not living with the kids, who are the kids living with? And are you
Granny.
Mara, Yeah, but it's like
That's perfectly fine. It happens. They could be busy with other things, and the gogo is there to raise the children. There's nothing wrong with that.
and you never want to be under the same roof with your children.
I wish I could, but the thing is, they are still young, and
How young are they?
3 and 4.
2015 and 2018.
No, those kids
so
are not
easy.
young. You know, there's a story that inspires me. There's a guy that works here at the SABC. In 2020, his woman passed on at childbirth, and the grannies wanted to take the kid, and he said, "No, this is my daughter, and I really love the mom, so I'm going to take care of this child, and nobody's going to take the child away from me." And he's been raising that kid because he said, if I'm bringing somebody into this world, I'm going to take care of them. I'm not bringing a child into this world because our gogo, they already raised us.
Do you live alone?
Yeah,
Guys, can we
I
finish
stay
off?
alone. And
Anonymous,
Okay,
I'm
hold
just
on,
going to go
hold
pay
on.
the bills. We're coming back. Do not drop the line.
T's and C's apply.
It's 46 minutes after 10 o'clock. Let's bring back Anonymous. Anonymous, thank you so much for waiting patiently. Gents, let's continue.
Yes.
You asked him if he lives alone.
Yes. Do you live alone?
yeah, I stay alone.
Okay. So Naked raised a valid point here. What do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Can you rephrase the point?
How do you feel about raising your own kids instead of leaving the kids with Ukoko? Are you able to have the kids this side? Because my brother, the kids are old enough. And there's never such a thing as the kids are too young to be raised by a man. That's
Yeah, I would say if I would be allowed to fetch the kids so that for them to come and stay with me, I'll do that. But the challenge is now, I'm also a e-hailer, and I leave so early in the morning and come back late. So I don't know how. Yeah,
All right. It's something to consider.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Mina, I would say fetch your car and then just get a trusted transport for school transport for your kids that side. That's it. Done.
No, they don't need to.
They
Oh, they walk.
yeah, no,
Awuzwa wena.
no, they have a transport now. They use it takes for something.
Ah, then fetch your car again.
No, they're
Kanti-
using umshanyelo kagogo.
Fetch your car, brother.
Yes, fetch your car.
Because I eat on chimali le moto. I couldn't. Yeah.
Good luck, Anonymous.
Okay,
So-
thank you guys.
Yes, Satibana later.
Master Veda. South Africa, what advice do you have for Anonymous? Give us a call, 08600 2160. He needs your advice right now. It's Professor coming through with Imoto Metro FM. It's where you want to be. We've got 9 minutes. What advice do you have for Anonymous? Let's take your calls. Let's head out over to GQ Zwandile. Good morning.
Morning, guys. For a minute there, I thought, hey, you are discouraging this guy. I mean, he's doing everything that we want or have been complaining about when it comes to black men. He's divorced. He's saying, I wanted to make sure that my family does not go to bed hungry. So instead of keeping 2 cows, he's giving them 1 cow to bring home or milk home, So here he has a car. He's saying, whatever money is being generated by this car is meant to look after the family. Now the woman that he was married to is married to somebody else. And instead of that car doing what it was supposed to do, which is to generate income to look after his kids, the husband is now using it.
Yeah.
So I would say if that husband crashes that car, so I would say to this man, what he must do, fetch the car. He's got 2 options. He either put it back to e-hailing or sell the car, then work out a cost plan in terms of how much does it cost Granny to raise the kids. Then he
Amen.
makes financial contribution towards the kids on a monthly basis.
Oh,
That solves the
Butwam.
matter.
Oh, Butwam. Standing ovation for you. Uyaqonda. Qonda bayo ngoku lu. Hayini. Uyibethile mchani.
Thank you.
Enkosi baba.
Thank you very much, Mzwandile. Let's head on over to Four Ways. Humulemo, good morning.
Morning. I would also like to say I agree with what the first caller said. Let the guy take back the car and then continue to, because at the end of the day, he's just an ex-husband that is, or rather that wants to take care of his family through everything. So let him take the car back and then continue to do the responsibilities that were due to the kids, because it's not unfair. As DJ Naked said, he can't monitor as to what is being done that side, because he will come across as jealous or as a monitoring spirit. So for him to have peace of mind, and Ananza, don't feel bad taking the car back. Ayikho into yenzile wrong la. At the end of the day, you are just willing to take care of your family. But at the end, it's not happening. So take your car back, continue to take care of the kids. If you're able to get transport for them, because it's winter and it's going to be cold and dark, then you can, if there is a transport that side. If not, maybe you can get, or rather let the e-hailing car generate an income that will go towards them.
Amen.
Don't feel bad. Yeah.
Hayi namhlanje.
Fire.
Hayi.
Humulemo, thank you very much. Let's head on over to Noxie. Good morning, Noxie. How are you?
Morning. How are you guys?
Good, and you?
You know, the first two callers already said what I wanted to say. Another
Ungasasho
thing
next
to add
there.
on is
Ungasasho
chicken
next.
and then pay a nanny. He can even fetch the kids. Pay a nanny to stay with the kids. Yes.
Thank you.
So you must fetch the car.
Hayi. Mabakeke wena. Hayi Shem.
Guys.
All right, let's head on over to the voice notes. Thank you very much, Noxie, for that call. Let's take a listen.
Nayikhalisa ingoma. Hey guys.
Hey.
Mina ngithi. Anonymous must take his car, because manje yabona these name callings nani sekatshelwa the way toxic or the way no imoto yakho mfethu iba selfish ngento ekuyakho, it's yours, so you have the right to be selfish. Mina ngithi take your car, abantwana bazokhula kugogo, it's okay. When they are old enough, bathatha abantwana bakho bazohlala nawe, and because you really do seem like a good dad, so you taking your kids would be a very good thing for abantwana bakho. Thatha imoto yakho mfethu. This is Neo from Tokoza.
Thank you, Neo.
Thanks, Neo.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So, Anonymous, this is very simple, my guy. So just go fetch your car, then put it on e-hailing. In that way, it will benefit both you and the children, because it will be making money. So rather sell it, buy a new one, put it on business, then you're getting your money monthly, then take responsibility to pay for their transport every month. Then done.
Done.
Well done.
Today,
Well done.
last episode of Ask a Man ever. We've saved the country has been changed.
We're done.
Done.
Last episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
We can't top
we've
this.
cured it. Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah, the cancer has been cured. The country is saved. Relationships. I swear, your first car.
Wait, finish what you're saying. I think it's perfect in the
Yes.
background. Continue. So, Mizzy, would you like to add?
My bundles wisdom.